YouTube channel. So this is a lab number 9 for the how to connect with MySQL database and ODBC data source connection in a SSIS. So basically in this session I will explain you how we can connect with the MySQL database using the ODBC connection. Okay, so step by step I will explain you how we can connect and how we can configure the ODBC data source. Okay. So friend, basically for the connecting to the MySQL database, we need to create ODBC data source. So I have already installed the MySQL workbench and I have created one table in this MySQL workbench. But using the exercise, how we can connect with this MySQL workbench database. So I will explain you the step by step. So first of all, we need to create a ODBC connection. So as you know, so for the connecting with the MySQL database, so we need to ODBC source. So we need to create ODBC connection. So first of all, we need to download the ODBC driver. So for that, go to the web browser and click on download ODBC driver 17 for the MySQL. Okay. So once you click here, then you need to open this in a new window. So you can check connector ODBC 9.2.0. So basically, if you are using the 64-bit or 32-bit, so then it is depend on your operating system. So you can check the operating system. So for example, in my case, go to the property, then you can check the version. So basically, if you check the 64-bit operating system, so X64-bit processor. So I need to install the 64-bit the ODBC driver. So I will directly click on the download MIS installer. So I will click on it, then click on no, just download. So once it will be downloaded, okay. So go to the folder, then right click on it, then click on the install. Click on next, accept, click on next, custom, click on next, click on install. So it will take some time. Then click on S. Okay, once the setup will completed, then click on finish. So now we will install the ODBC driver. Then now what we will do? So I will configure the ODBC driver. So I will click here ODBC data source. So for the 32-bit and 64-bit. So as of now I am using the 64-bit. So I will click on it. Then click on add. Then here we need to select ODBC driver and zip code 9.2. Okay, so here we need to click on finish. So basically this is a driver that will use for useful for the connecting with the MySQL database using the SSIS package. So MySQL ODBC 9.2 Unicode driver. So I have selected this one, then click on finish. Then we need to give the data source name, like I will give the MySQL connection. Then same name I will type here. Then the same port. Then here we need to provide the user. So the user is a root and the password. So basically password, whenever you install the MySQL workbench, that time you need to use the password. So if you go to the database manage connection, you can check for this root user. So we have the provided the password. So we need to use same password. Okay. So I will use the same password for this. So then click on database. So once we click on the password, then here we need to select the database. So as of now I am using the student database. So I will use the student database and then click on test. So once you click on the test, connection successful, then click on OK. Click on OK. Then you can check the new connection MySQL connection will created. So now we can click on OK. So now we have completed the ODBC connection. Now we will use this connection in our SSIS package. So here I have already created one package. So this is my data flow task, and after that there is a I have taken the ODBC source. So for I'm connecting to the MySQL database. So here once you click on it, then go to the new, click on new. And here the drop down we need to select data source name. So I have already created one new data source name like MySQL connection. So I am directly using this connection. After that click on root, then the password, whatever the password, you need to type password for the MySQL, then click on test connection. So now you can check that the test connection succeed. So this means we are whatever the we configure the connection, it will be successfully established. So click on OK, then click on OK. Then this is my second connection. This is my previous connection that I already used. So this is my new connection. Then click on OK. So now I will select the data from student table. So I will click on preview. Then I'm taking the data from the student table. If I show you, so this is my student database, and in that I have the one table of the student. So I will select the data from the student table. See, there is a two row in my student table. So same way it will be appearing in this. Okay, then click on OK. Then columns, click on OK. So now my the connection from the SSIS to the ODBC source means MySQL database connection successfully established. Then after the connection, I will select the data into the and export into the Excel destination. So I have configured the Excel destination where I am exporting the data into the Excel. So if I show you, then click on OK. Okay, so now my the package is ready. I will save and start for the execution. So you can check the data will be exported into the Excel file. Two row will exported. So you can check the data as well. So I will stop my package. If you check the connection, the Excel connection. So the lab number 9, this is the Excel file. And in this Excel file, if you check, so previously I have imported, so two row will affected. So this way we have successfully completed the connection with MySQL workbench database, and we also check that how we can configure the ODBC data source.